I'm Megan Korst, and this is MyBodyPolitic. Nudity, nudity, nudity. So, on my mind this week, probably on a lot of people's minds, is nudity in media. For me personally, I've avoided it as much as possible. I was under the impression early on that nudity in my modeling would be a big asset, haha, pun, to my career, just because money-wise it seems to be the way to make the most money. It's obviously not the same, freelance modeling versus modeling for a big agency and big clients like Calvin Klein and that sort of thing. You get a lot of money for that kind of nudity. For the kind of work that I would have been doing, it would have been, you know, $75 plus 10 to show a nipple or something. Ridiculous. So I quickly eschewed any thoughts on doing that kind of work. I've always been someone who's been very involved and adamant about women's issues, women's rights, how women are portrayed in our media. And anytime I see a really good actress that decides to get naked and then ends up winning an Oscar for it, I just kind of want to scream and cringe and yell at the Academy. They're often accompanied with good performances, obviously. The other half, maybe they're uglied up. So we could look at movies like Monster, Virginia Woolf, what was that, The Hours, Nicole Kidman putting on a prosthetic nose to be Virginia Woolf, which I still don't understand, because from the pictures I've seen of Virginia Woolf, she was very attractive, so I found that kind of odd. She just had a long nose, like some people. The other movies where women have won Oscars. First one that comes to mind is Monsters Ball with Halle Berry. I think it's the thing that puts it over the edge. Wow, she was willing to bear all. And this brings me to this week's big topic, Kim Kardashian's butt. Everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I don't even know what to say about it. It's really sad that that's the kind of thing that people get so excited about, when I'm pretty sure everybody in this world has a butt. If you are in a relationship or, you know, married or whatever, that you can probably see a butt in person live without clothing. I saw an article pop up about what everyone's not talking about, and I'm going to forget the author's name, which is really mean of me, but he brought up a very good point about this artist, this photographer who set Kim Kardashian up in these poses. His name is Jean-Paul Good, and he apparently did a series of photos called Jungle Fever in the 70s, and this was a recreation of that series of photos. And what they were black women put in these same positions as a way to kind of gawk at or fetishize their body. I don't know much about it, but apparently Grace Jones did a lot of work with this guy. He helped her a lot with her image and her album covers and you know, just basically her look as a pop artist. So I'm sure she would probably have a very different opinion of this guy. But it's something that should be talked about. It's something that should be pointed out, that this is where this inspiration comes. It comes from fetishizing a woman's body, specifically black women's bodies. I just would not want to be a girl in this day and age with something like Facebook around, to see that kind of just disgusting interest and examination and the way men talk about it. I would never ever have a child on Facebook ever in my entire life with that kind of shit. It's unfortunate to see fame seekers like Miss Kardashian, who could be doing good things with her fame, and really she's just seeking more attention, more money, more of things that don't matter. And I think women deserve a lot better than that in general. Unfortunately, people talk about it, including myself, so I will probably probably move on from this. If I ever get offered a job where I have to do nudity, Kim Kardashian's butt portray that asset. Again, there's that word. Half the time they're naked. Oh, Shakespeare in Love, Gwyneth Paltrow. Saw her boobs. And very minimal. Oh, someone texted me.